जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो शिशि राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो शिशि राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचशिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंसा शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुगरी की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवद्वीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय श्री हरिवासर तिथि बरा की जय। जय श्री कामिका एकादशी तिथि बरा की जय। जय श्री एकादशी व्रत की जय। जय व्रत पालनकारी भक्त वृंद की जय। जय शिला अम्बरीश महाराज की जय। जय श्री श्रीवास अंगने श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तनकारी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरो श्री जुता पादकमला श्री गुरु वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं सग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च शुद्धा भक्ता चरणरेणु भजनयानुकूल भक्ता सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेमलतिकारमूला माधवतीति भक्ति जननी जतने पालन करी कृष्ण बासति बासति बोली परमाया दरे बोरी गौराया मारे जे सबस्थाने करालो ब्राह्मणारांगे शेषाबस्तान हेरि बोयामि Pranayi bhakata sange Mridanga bada shunite mon Abasara sadajache Gora bihito kirtana shuni Anande hridoyo nache Jogala murti dekhiya Paramayananda hoy Prasada seva karite hoy Sakala prapancha joy Jedino grihe bhajana dekhi Grihete goloko bhai Charana sidhu dekhiya ganga Sukhona sima pai Tulasi dekhi juraya pran Madhavato shani jani Gaura priya shaka sevane Jivana sarthaka mani Bhakati vinoda Krishna bhajane Anukulo paijaha Prati divase paramasuke Sikara karo yetaha Shuddha bhakata charanarenu Bhajanaya nukula Bhakata seva paramasidhi Premaloti karamula Jaya Madhava Titi Jaya Ekadashi Titi Jaya Madhava Titi Jaya Ekadashi Titi Jaya Madhava Titi Jaya Harivasar Titi Jaya Madhava Titi Jaya Harivasar Titi Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Ramo Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Ramo Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Ramo Hare Hare Hari Bol 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 Today's very auspicious day, most auspicious day, Ekadashi Titi, Kamika Ekadashi. Of all the Bratas, Ekadashi Brata is most important and most dear to Krishna, even if it comes like Ram Navami and Ekadashi one day after another, then you have to fast on Ekadashi, not on Ram Navami. So important. And if you do bhajan on Ekadashi, you will get 1,000,000 times more benefit. It is stated in Shastra. More devotional benefit means you will find in Karma Kand section of Shastra, there also they encourage to follow Ekadashi. Like Ekadashi Mahatmya book, you have different stories. Yudhishthir, Maharaj and Krishna, they are conversing. But ultimately you see that by following that Ekadashi, they want to get some worldly thing, sun or some removal of sin or something. That is karma kan, because people of that level of consciousness, they are not ready to do anything unless they're being shown you will get such and such material benefit. So to attract them, those stories are given so that they will start following Ekadashi. Then gradually by Sukriti, their level of consciousness can increase and they will be able to enter into Bhakti Marg, where Ekadashi is followed solely for the satisfaction of Krishna, not for any other purpose. It is one of the limbs of devotional practice. Out of 64, Rupa Goswami mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, you will find Ekadashi is one of the first 10 most important practices. So it is very important, but it should be done only for the satisfaction of Krishna. We get this example in Shastra from Ambarish Maharaj. He, by sadhana, became pure devotee and had love for Supreme Lord and his devotees. That is why, though he was sole owner of the whole world, he had no attachment to that world. He thought this is like a lump of earth, no value, all opulence. He had unlimited opulence. Whole world was, legally he was owner, but he thought this is not mine. This belongs to Krishna. It is his. If I will think for a moment that this is mine, then I will have to go to hell. So he was pure devotee and he did Ekadashi for Krishna satisfaction. Then, on Dadashi day, Durvasa Rishi came as his guest, and the history I will not tell today in detail. Then Ambarish Maharaj was thinking how I will break fast. If I will eat before my guest comes and I serve him, then I will commit offense to him. But if I will not break fast, then I will commit offense to Vishnu. It is for his pleasure that I am doing Ekadashi. So he consulted with Brahmins and they told him, since you observed Nirjala, you can take Charanamrita water, because in Shastra it is stated that taking water is same as eating and also non-eating. So you fasted from water also, so you can break fast with water and it will be considered as a break. At the same time, it will not be considered that you ate something before your guest came and you served him. So he took only 1 drop of Charanamrita. Our Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj told, with kusha grass he took. Kusha grass and put inside only 1 drop. He did not want to offend Durvasa. But Durvasa was offended because he misunderstood. Sometimes in this world, we are misunderstood by other people and they also may falsely accuse us of something which we didn't do, but false accusations will happen due to their own thinking, imagination, or misunderstanding. But if we get such abuse, false accusations, that also we have to accept it is by our past karma. It is sent by Supreme Lord. It is very painful, but because we abused before, falsely accused, that is why now we are getting. Krishna knows everything, so we have to accept it as His grace. So Durvasa misunderstood Ambarish Maharaj. He thought he disrespected me, he insulted me. So, and he also set a bad example for society. He is a king, and he invited me to his house, and he ate before he gave me to eat. It is very bad example, and he's a king. Everyone is seeing his behavior. So I have to give exemplary punishment that no one in future will ever dare to do such a thing. Because in society, king is example. Everyone will follow his way of living. So he thought, I have to kill him, I have to punish him. But it was wrong calculation. That is why immediately Sudarshan Chakra came and cut that demoness created by Durvasa Rishi, and then went to Durvasa. Then he had to go to Brahma, to Shiva, to Narayan. And Narayan told him, he is a householder and he is Kshatriya. But when you wanted to kill him, he did not make one step back. He had no fear. But you are Brahmin, you are sannyasi, you are running all over the world, everywhere, out of fear for your life. Sudarshan is going. And you already went to Brahma and Shiva. What they told? They told they are under you, they cannot rescue. Then Supreme Lord said, I am also not independent. I am under my devotees. You committed offense to my devotee, you have to go to him and he will forgive you. Then Durvasa had to come to him. In short, I'm telling, just to remind myself. There are so many details, so many teaching in this lila. So then Durvasa begged for forgiveness at the lotus feet of Ambarish Maharaj, and Ambarish Maharaj did not feel and did not consider that Durvasa did anything wrong to him. Though Durvasa wanted to kill him based on false accusation, still Ambarish Maharaj did not feel or consider that Durvasa did anything wrong to him. How this is possible? This is possible only for pure sadhu. But we cannot tolerate even slight some disrespect or neglect or even time giving or something. We become furious, become angry, and we want to take revenge, we want to kill. But Ambarish Maharaj, he was peaceful. Why? Because he has no any other desires, any selfish desires, demanding this, no. His only desire is to serve Supreme Lord and his devotees, and he is a manina manadena, never desiring, demanding any kind of respect for himself, or any time giving or anything. He is engaged in the service of Krishna, and he is giving due respect to all. He gave due respect to Durvasa Rishi. And then, by the prayer of Ambarish Maharaj, that Sudarshan Chakra stopped, then Durvasa Rishi loudly he said, today I saw the glory of Anantadas, the glory of devotee of Supreme Lord. today I saw, I wanted to kill him, but he did not think I did any mistake to him. And he offered me all his pious results of pious activities and also his devotion activities, everything, all the results he offered to rescue me from that Sudarshan chakra. He told to Sudarshan, I'm giving all my pious activities results to this Brahmin, you stop. But Sudarshan did not stop. Then Ambarish Maharaj said, I am not a devotee, but if at any time I did something to please Supreme Lord, then the result of that devotion I'm giving to this Durvasa Rishi, you please stop disturbing him. Then Sudarshan went away. That is why very loudly Durvasa Rishi was proclaiming, today I saw the glory. It is actually impossible. You will find in Shikastaka commentary, 3rd verse by Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. This Trinadapi Sunichana, Tarorapi Sahisnuna, Amanina Manadena. Amanina Manadena, all these 4 qualities, it is never possible for conditioned souls with false ego. Never possible. They cannot tolerate any other enjoyer. They think everything belongs to me, I have to enjoy everything. And they cannot tolerate any other enjoyer. Cannot give respect, cannot. Even they will be jealous, envious, and they will want to harm. So this is never possible. Only who really surrendered to Krishna and he became situated in his real self, for him it is possible, this Trinada Pisanichana Tarora Pisahisna Manina Madina Kirtanya Sadhuri. For no other. But Ambarish Maharaj had, Haridas Thakur had, Prahlad Maharaj had, Dhruva Maharaj also had, after attaining Supreme Lord's grace. So examples are there. We saw our Guru Vargas, Gurudev, other pure devotees, and disciples of Prabhupada, that they have such. So we have to follow in their footsteps. So here, also in Ekadashi topic, our Gurudev told, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Sanatana Goswami to write Hari Bhakti Vilas. There it is stated how devotees should practice devotion. So there also Ekadashi Brat is mentioned and how to calculate, and if it is Vidha, means impure, then you have to follow Mahadvadashi, everything is explained. And there Sanatana Goswami wrote on the order of Mahaprabhu how devotees should follow Ekadashi. They should give up all kinds of enjoyments and all kinds of sinful activities, and with all good qualities, means a devotee who has surrendered to Supreme Lord, by His grace he has all good qualities. There is one verse in Bhagavatam, our Bharati Maharaj used to say, Yasyasti, I don't remember Sanskrit, but all good qualities of Supreme Lord are in one, who is a devotee. But in other people, though you may externally see some good quality, but that has got no value. It is like ornament on a dead body, useless, no value. So real quality is devotion to Krishna. All good qualities automatically are there in a devotee of Krishna. So he wrote that with all good qualities, and one should practice upavas. Upavas has two meanings. One is fasting from grains and beans. In Kali Yuga we have some things which are allowed. They will not break fast: fruits, roots, milk, these things. If you cannot do full fast, then you can take this and do Harinam. There is no problem. And it is better to eat and chant than to not eat and always think of food and suffering and cannot chant properly. That is not recommended for Kali Yuga. If you can do without problem, it is okay. But if your mind is too much going to that, then you take that Anukalpa Prasad, what can be taken on Ekadashi, and do chanting and other seva. So, and another meaning of Upavas is to reside near Krishna, Upavas. But our Gurudev is saying how we can reside near Krishna and serve him. Krishna is transcendental. We are on material platform. If master is on the 10th floor in one building and his servant is in the first floor, can he serve him? No. He has to go up by lift or by stairs and then enter that apartment where master is sitting and serve him. Like that, Krishna is transcendental. We are on material platform. Then how we can reside near him? Then this procedure comes. Diksha kale bhakta kore atma samarpan. Sei kale Krishna tar kore atma sama. Or something, I don't remember now, Bengali. So, when you take Diksha, either Harinam Diksha or Mantra Diksha, that time Krishna, and you fully surrender. Diksha kale kore bhakta atma samarpan. You have to offer yourself to Supreme Lord via Guru media. Then Krishna will make you same as himself. He will make your body transcendental, and in that transcendental form you can serve Krishna. But our Gurudev told this process is not so easy. Diksha does not mean only hearing mantra, but it means fully surrendering. But we are not able to fully surrender immediately. Gradually we may attain. Our Gurudev told, I heard from him personally, he said, it is not so easy to follow all the instructions of Gurudev. Like as if he himself is saying this. Though Gurudev is absolutely surrendered to his Gurudev and following everything perfectly, but as like sincerely he said, it is not so easy to follow all the instructions of Gurudev. Not so easy. Why? Because we are not fully surrendered. We have so many attachments, so many other desires, impurities. Then how we will dedicate ourselves? Gradually it may be possible. It is stated also in the case of Ambarish Maharaj in Bhagavatam. He could attain it gradually by sincerely practicing sadhana bhakti. Gradually he attained it, but he got it. So, and also like Dhruva Maharaj and other examples. Prahlad Maharaj, he got it immediately. Only he got blessing from Narad Goswami in womb and he got. That is Kripa Siddhi. It is possible. Like Shukadev Goswami also. He was Jnani, but he got grace, Kripa Siddhi, and immediately he was on Bhava stage. immediately got bhav. But generally cases through sadhana. So Gurudev told this is not so easy to become completely surrendered. But there is one easy process in Kali Yuga to remain near Krishna. Krishna himself came to us. Kali Kale Nam Rupe Krishna Avatar. Nam hoite hoy sarva jagatani star. He himself appeared in this world in the form of holy name, Krishna name, to give us scope to serve him. And by this name, Nam hoite hoy sarva jagatani star. Whole world will be rescued by this name. Anyone can chant. It is not difficult. Our Sai Maharaj used to say, even a child can take part in it. A child cannot do other yoga process that those didn't know. But he can chant Harinam, small child. And this is the process for the whole world. Our Gurudev, he was pressed by his disciples that you have to go outside for preaching also, outside of India, to rescue the fallen souls. Then Gurudev said, how I can say like this? I myself did not rescue myself. How I can rescue others? It is pure vanity. Means Gurudev teaching us, for example, it is not so easy. Like you will just go, you will rescue others. Then Gurudev, after being pressed so much, he approached his Shiksha Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj, and told him that they are pressing me to go out of India for preaching. Then Puri Maharaj immediately said, yes, you have to go, because it is the order of Mahaprabhu, and it is the order of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Prabhupada, my Gurudev, so you have to go. Why? Because this teaching of Mahaprabhu is not only for India. You have to tell to them that in this age they can be rescued by Harinam. This message you have to give them. That in Satya Yuga it was possible by meditation, in Treta by sacrifice, in Dwapar by deity worship, but in Kali Yuga it is not possible, only by chanting Harinam, and everyone can do. So you have to go and you have to tell them. They may accept or not, that is not your concern, but you have to do your duty to Mahaprabhu. But there are some who will accept, so why you want to deprive them? Then our Gurudev felt how merciful Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj is, compassionate to all jivas, whole world. Then our Gurudev went and he said only to obey his order, and I was surrounded by devotees wherever I went, so there was no problem for me. I was always surrounded by devotees, so many devotees. And then this is the point. Kali Kale Nam Rupe Krishna Avatar. Nam hoite hoy sarva jagatani star. And another is there. Nam bina Kali Kale nahi ar dharma. Sarva mantra sar nam. Ei shastra marma. Mahaprabhu told. In this age of Kali, Nam bina Kali Kale nahi ar dharma. There is no any. This word religion is not completely same as dharma. Our Gurudev explained. Means dharma means our eternal duty, function. There is no other except Nam. chanting of holy name. Sarva mantra sar nam, ei shastra marma. The essence of all mantras is name. It is verdict of Shastra. This Diksha mantra, Harinam Diksha and Mantra Diksha. This Mantra Diksha, it is stated in Shastra and by Jiva Goswami explained. The main essence of that mantra is holy name. If that holy name you put out, or if you put some other name of demigod or something, then it will not work. So the name is most important. So Gurudev told this is the process, easy process now, how we can remain near Krishna. He himself came to us. He descended, Avataran. And he gave us this opportunity. So by chanting his name, we can be near him and we can properly observe Ekadashi Brata. And this is the same thing what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed by his own example. On Ekadashi day, early in the morning, Mahaprabhu took bath and did Sandhya. Then from early morning he gathered all his devotee associates. Shri Hari Basare Hari Kirtana Vidhan Nritya Arambilo Prabhu Jagatero Pran Punyavanta Shriva Sangane Shubharamba Utilo Kirtana Dvani Gopal Govinda. Hariyo Ram Ram, Hariyo Ram Ram. On Ekadashi day, Harivasar, Mahaprabhu told, it is the scriptural injunction to do Kirtan, Hari Kirtan. Kalo tat Hari Kirtanat. In Bhagavatam you will find that in Satya Yuga, Treta, then Kalo tat Hari Kirtanat. You have to do Kirtan in Kali Yuga. So he said, Kirtana Vidhan, Nritya Arambilo Prabhu Jagatero Pran. The life of the whole world, Supreme Lord, how his life, he is the dearest of all, and he is maintaining all by giving prema. That is the real necessity of Jiva, Krishna Prem. Nritya Arambila, Mahaprabhu started dancing. Punyavanta Shriva Sangane. In Shriva Sangan, in Shri Mayapur Dham, Navadip Dham. In pure house of Srivas Pandit. Why pure? Because he is a pure devotee. It is not that only those who are brahmacharis or sannyasis, ascetics, they can be pure devotees. No. Household devotees, they are also devotees and they can be pure devotees. Most of Mahaprabhu's associates, they are household devotees, but they are pure devotees. Then, Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj is pure devotee household. Durvasa Rishi is sannyasi and Brahmin, but Ambarish Maharaj is Kshatriya and Grihastha, but he is superior because he is a devotee. Yes, Srivas is pure devotee and his house is pure. Just before we sang this song, Je dino grihe bhajana dekhi, grihete goloko bhai. In that house where I see bhajan going on, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, bhajan means what? Bhajan means that devotee, household devotee, he knows this house belongs to Krishna, like Ambarish Maharaj, he knows. Everything belongs to Krishna. This house belongs to Krishna. Krishna is here like a deity. This house belongs to Krishna. I'm earning money for his household. All family members, wife, children, they're all Krishna servants. And he's serving in that way and taking Krishna's prasad very blissful life. So their Golok is there, manifest, because Golok means what? Where Krishna is in the center of service. So this is Srivas Thakur's house is like that. Mahaprabhu Punyavanta Srivas Angane Shubharamba. Shubha Aramba, auspicious starting. Shubha Aramba. Utilo Kirtanadvani, that Kirtan, sound of Kirtan rose to the sky, very loud Kirtan. Utilo Kirtanadvani, Gopala Govinda. They were doing Nam Kirtan. Nam Kirtan is the best. Hari O Ram Ram, Hari O Ram Ram. That Srivas Angan is considered Kirtan Rasa Stali. Like you have in Vrindavan, transcendental Vrindavan Dham, Krishna did his Rasa Lila pastimes. And that same pastime and same Dham is in Srivas Thakur's house. Like gopis, they felt this Ras Lila, why it finished so quickly, though Krishna made by his will that night as long as one night of Brahma. What is the length of one night of Brahma? Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. 4,32,000. And double of that is Dwapar Yuga. Triple of that is Treta Yuga. 4 times is Satya Yuga. If you combine all these together, all these 4 Yugas, it is called Chatur Yuga or Dibya Yuga. Then if you multiply this with 71, you get lifespan of one Manu. And there are 14 Manus in day of Brahma and 14 Manus in night of Brahma, means length is same, length. So that length, the night of Ras Lila was there, like one night of Brahma. But gopis, they felt it is very short. Why it finished so quickly? Like that, in Srivas Angan on Ekadashi day, and when they were doing Kirtan, they were doing Kirtan from early morning, whole day, and whole night, without sleeping, without eating, without drinking even. They did. And when in the morning, and they all ecstatical symptoms appeared in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. They were dancing by jumping, udanda, jumping, and sometimes falling on the ground, rolling on the ground, crying. All ecstatical symptoms they manifested. And when the morning came, they were all disappointed. Oh, why it finished so quickly? But here also, length was one night of Brahma. Krishna can do everything by his will. So, this is the example given by Mahaprabhu, how to observe Ekadashi properly by Hari Kirtan. So we have to increase our bhajan on Ekadashi day to serve, to please Supreme Lord. And our Gurudev also mentioned that in our Kolkata mat, if you come down and you see that mat is full of devotees, and it is not Radhashtami or Janmashtami or Govardhan Puja or some Bandara, then you can know it is Ekadashi. No need to check calendar. Why? Because those devotees, rain is coming. Because those devotees, they are living little far from the mat. So they are unable to come every day to the mat to observe functions. So they are thinking, okay, then we will come on Ekadashi day. Because Ekadashi day, if we do bhajan, it will be more benefit. So those other 14 days which we are unable to come, every 14 days they will come on Ekadashi. We will get that benefit. Gurudev told they are very expert in economics, means less time, less energy, more profit. So on Ekadashi day, we have to do this chanting more. And we are reading Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Bhagavat Shravan about Dhruva Maharaj. We heard how Dhruva did not blame anyone and was sincerely worshipping Supreme Lord, got darshan of Supreme Lord. He lost all other desires and was repenting why he had all other desires. The only real beneficial desire is to serve Krishna. And after he came back, he was received affectionately by all. Before, his stepmother was very harsh to him, envious. And father also was neglectful before. But Dhruva did not demand why you are misbehaving with me. You behave properly. He did not demand. But automatically it happened. Why? Because Dhruva changed himself. So when he came back, everyone received him with affection, with respect, and we heard that Suruchi first Dhruva came there and bowed down to her, and first she blessed him. She said, from the heart, she said, she hugged him and blessed him, and she said, may you live long. So full change because of Dhruva's bhajan. And then his own mother also was crying, and we heard that she was also doing bhajan. While Dhruva was in forest, she was also doing bhajan. And also in previous life she was doing bhajan. That is why she got such son. Then we heard, and yes, they embraced with his brother Uttam and Dhruva, and they were crying. There was no enmity, and affection was there. No enviousness. Then, together with his brother, seated on the back of an elephant, thus he returned to his capital, Dhruva, where he was praised by all classes of men. This we heard yesterday. Tatro pasanklipteir lasan makara toranei savrindei kadali stambei puga poteischatadvidei. The whole city was decorated with columns of banana trees containing bunches of fruits and flowers, and betel nut trees with leaves and branches were seen here and there. This is auspicious, that banana leaves, like when there is some function in our mat in Mayapur, either Gurudev appearance, disappearance, or Parang Gurudev or something, then they will bring banana leaves there. They will decorate entrance and there, and also if there is any function there, Janmashtami, there everywhere you will see. Very auspicious. And coconut, and that swastika, and on the pot. There were also many gates set up which were structured to give the appearance of sharks. Chuta palva vasah sran mukta dama vilambibi upaskritam pratidvaram apam kumbeh sadipakai. At each and every gate there were burning lamps and big water pots decorated with different colored cloths, strings of pearls, flower garlands, and hanging mango leaves. This also you will see in our mat. Mango leaves. So you see how he was received. Before, he felt like insulted. He was hurt by that misbehavior, but he accepted, no one is guilty of this. It is due to my previous bad actions that I got such behavior. I'm not blaming anyone. But he was worshipping Supreme Lord, and now you see how everyone is receiving him back. And he's only 5 years old boy. But now he's pure devotee. Prakarair Gopuragarei Shatakumbha Parichadei Sarvatolankritam Srimad Bimana Shikara Dubhi. In the capital city there were many palaces, city gates, and surrounding walls which were already very, very beautiful, and on this occasion all of them were decorated with golden ornaments. The domes of the city palaces glittered, as did the domes of the beautiful airplanes which hovered over the city. There were airplanes that time also, Biman. Always there are airplanes, because demigods, here also in commentary it is written, regarding the mention of airplanes here, it is suggested by SRIMAD Vijayadvajatirtha, means one commentator on Bhagavatam, that on this occasion the demigods from higher planetary systems also came in their airplanes to bestow their blessings on Dhruva Maharaj on his arrival at the capital of his father. And these airplanes, they are never falling down. In this world, our machinery airplanes, they may sometimes fall down, and then people die. But those airplanes, it is not like that. Even we heard in third canto before that Kardam Rishi, for his wife Devahuti, he made airplanes. He made airplanes. So demigods, they are always going. Mrishta chattara ratyata margam chandana charchitam lajakshateih pushpa phaleis tanduler balibir yutam. All the quadrangles, lanes, and streets in the city, and the raised sitting places at the crossings were thoroughly cleansed and sprinkled with sandalwood water, and auspicious grains such as rice and barley, and flowers, fruits, and many other auspicious presentations were scattered all over the city. Dhruvaya pati drishtaya tatra pura striya siddhartha kshata dadi ambu durva pushpa palani cha upajahruh prayunjana vatsalyat ashishah sati Shrinvam statval gugitani pravishad bhavanam pituh. Thus, as Dhruva Maharaj passed on the road, from every place in the neighborhood all the gentle household ladies assembled to see him, and out of maternal affection they offered their blessings, showering him with white mustard seed, this is all auspicious, barley, curd, water, newly grown grass, fruits, and flowers. In this way, Dhruva Maharaj, while hearing the pleasing songs sung by the ladies, entered the palace of his father. If you go to India, then such a reception they are making with all these auspicious items. Ladies also, they do singing, songs, everything, kirtan, but because Gauriya Mat is meant like a monastery where brahmacharis and sannyasis live, that is why in Gauriya Mat generally ladies are not leading kirtan, but those household devotees, when there is program, then they will do also kirtan, or they can do also in the mat, but they will do at separate place or separate time. I saw in our daily mat in on Ekadashi day especially, lady devotees, they came 4 p.m. or maybe before even, and they were doing kirtan in Nath Mandir, kirtan, very good, loud kirtan, Mahamantra kirtan, other songs, Radhe Radhe Govinda, so many songs with full enthusiasm, and up to Arati time they were doing. Mahamani Vratamaye Satasmin Bhavanotame Lalito Nitarampitra Nyavasa Divi Devavat. Dhruva Maharaj thereafter lived in his father's palace, which had walls bedecked with highly valuable jewels. His affectionate father took particular care of him. Now he is different, changed. And he dwelt in that house, just as the demigods live in their palaces in the higher planetary systems. Payah Pena Nibhah Shajja Danta Rukma Parichada Asanani Maharnani Yatra Raukma Upaskara. The bedding in the palace was as white as the foam of milk and was very soft. The bedsteads were made of ivory with embellishments of gold, and the chairs, benches, and other sitting places and furniture were made of gold. Yatra spatika kudyeshu maha marakateshu cha mani pradipa bhanti lalana ratna samyutaha. The palace of the king was surrounded by walls made of marble with many engravings made of valuable jewels like sapphires, which depicted beautiful women with shining jewel lamps in their hands. Udyanani charamyani vichitrer amara drumei kuja dvihanga mituner gayan mata madhuvratei. The king's residence was surrounded by gardens wherein there were varieties of trees brought from the heavenly planets. In those trees there were pairs of sweetly singing birds and almost mad bumblebees, which made a very relishable buzzing sound. Vapyo Vaidurya Sopana Padmot Pala Komudvati Hangsa Karandava Kule Jushtash Chakrahva Sarasai. There were emerald staircases which led to lakes full of variously colored lotus flowers and lilies, and swans, karandavas, chakravakas, cranes, and similar other valuable birds were visible in those lakes. Utanapado Rajarshi Prabhavam Tanayasya Tam Shrutva Drishtva Dbhutatamam Prapede Vismayam Param. The saintly king Utanpad, hearing of the glorious deeds of Dhruva Maharaj, and personally seeing also how influential and great he was, felt very satisfied, for Dhruva's activities were wonderful to the supreme degree. Vikshyoda vayasam tam cha prakritinam cha samatam anurakta prajam raja dhruvam chakre bhuvahpatim. When, after concentration, King Utanpad saw that Dhruva Maharaj was suitably mature to take charge of the kingdom, and that his ministers were agreeable, and the citizens were also very fond of him, he enthroned Dhruva as emperor of this planet. Atmanam cha pravayasam akalya vishampati vanam viraktah pratishtat vimrishan atmanogatim. For this reason I was reading more, there is end of time, but I wanted to come to this verse. After considering his advanced age and deliberating on the welfare of his spiritual self, Atma, King Utanpad detached himself from worldly affairs and entered the forest. This is necessary. We heard just now how opulent his city and palace was, and so much this enjoyment available. But this is not the point. He understood that I have to give welfare to my real self, to Atma. This is the goal of life, not this material sense enjoyment. For him everything was available. He was a king. But he understood by thinking, no, this is not the goal of life. I have to give welfare to my real self, to my Atma. So he detached himself from all these material affairs, and he entered into forest for bhajan. Okay, let me see. Yes, this is the end of this chapter. He went to forest for bhajan. Our Gurudev told in the history of Prahlad Maharaj, when Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad, what you learned in your school, what is good? Then Prahlad Maharaj replied, what do you think is good? Then Prahlad Maharaj replied that the people of this world, conditioned souls, embodied Atmas, conditioned souls, they are always in anxiety due to attachment to these non-eternal things. Always they're in anxiety. So it is good that they should give up that dark well and go to forest and take shelter of Supreme Lord Sri Hari. That is good. Then our Gurudev told, so then what it means? Then if all people will go to live in forest, then that will also become city. And also nowadays, it is not like before in Satya Yuga and other yugas. You could go to forest and you could live there because water was pure, you can drink, there were roots, fruits, and also in India, such climate is there that you don't need heating system and these things. So you can live in forest, and it is, Gurudev told, it is not that in all places in forest there are ferocious animals. There are some areas where they are not, and there is some system how you can know. So they could live in forest and do bhajan. But nowadays this is not possible. So forest means, it is stated in Shastra, bonam tu satvika basam, mam niketan tu nirgunam, dyutam, dyutam striyam, means to, like where there is drinking of alcohol and where there is prostitution and these sinful activities, that is the place of tamoguna. And gramyam to rajas, to live in the city is rajasic, and to live in the forest is sattvic, and to live in the temple of Supreme Lord is nirguna. So Gurudev told sattvic living does not means to live in the forest does not necessarily mean you have to physically go to forest. You can live in your house, but in satya guna, with detachment, not with all the time enjoying, but with serving Supreme Lord. Then that is born, and also it is nirguna, goloka bhai, if you are pure devotee. But this Mathuravas we have to do and do bhajan. That is why Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was doing bhajan in Mayapur Dham. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to him and he ordered him, you have to preach. I will send you all money, I will send you all men. You start. Then Prabhupada was ready. Then soon after that Kunja Bihari Prabhu came and he told him, it is very good you are doing bhajan here in Mayapur, but you please come to Kolkata. I will rent you one place there and you will speak Harikatha there, and then so many other people also, they will be benefited. That was all arranged by Mahaprabhu. So then Prabhupada came to Kolkata and started preaching. So then also he made mat, and then some other people, they told, you are a sadhu. Why you are living in such a ghastly, horrible place as Kolikata, Tamogun? You should live in Dham. In Kolkata, they were asking. Then Prabhupada told, I am not staying in Kolikata, in the place of quarrel and sinful activities. I am not staying in Kolikata. I am staying in Vrindavan Dham, where Radha and Krishna appear. That is Vrindavan Dham. Here, Radha Krishna appeared, Radha Govinda. So, this is Dham. It is transcendental Dham, Vrindavan Dham. I am not staying in Kolkata. Because Radha Krishna, where they appear and where they are served purely, that is Vrindavan. So our Gurudev explained that Gauriya Mat does not belong to this world. Like Vrindavan Dham, Navadip Dham, Purushottam Dham, they are not part of this world. They are transcendental. They descend into this world. They are not made of material elements and they are not part of India. They are not part of this world. You Uttar Pradesh, Bengal, no. They are transcendental and they descended. Gauriya Mat is transcendental. So here we see, this we have to think very deeply. King, with so much enjoyment available, he thought this is not the purpose. This is not what is this human life is for. I have to give welfare to my soul, to my Atma. And he detached himself, went to forest, means for worship of Supreme Lord. So we also have to worship Supreme Lord. Either staying grihe tako, bone tako, sada hori bole tako. This is the point. Grihe tako, bone tako, sada hori bole tako. And Narottam Thakur also is saying, means either you stay in house or you stay in forest, it doesn't matter, but you do chant Harinam. And Narottam Thakur also, he was singing, Grihe ba bonete tako, hago rango bole dako. Narta mage tar sango. Whether he is living in house or he is living in forest, if he is chanting Gaurango in separation grief ha Gaurango, Narottam Thakur says, I want his association. I want association of such devotee. So tomorrow we will further hear. Now tomorrow next chapter will start about Dhruva Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hari Bolo, 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 Hari Bolo. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Gandharvika Giridhari Ji ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shri Radha Madan Mohan पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय पतित पावन शिला गुरुदेव की जय। जय शिला परम गुरुदेव की जय। जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवरे की जय। जय श्री पंचतत्व प्रभु की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। जय श्री ध्रुव महाराज की जय। जय श्री अम्बरीश महाराज की जय। जय श्री हरिवासर तिथि बरा की जय। जय श्री कामिका एकादशी तिथि बरा की जय। जय एकादशी व्रत की जय। जय व्रत पालनकारी भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री श्रीवास आंगने श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तनकारी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जय श्री परीक्षित महाराज की जय। जय श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेद व्यास मुनि की जय। जय श्री श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। थैंक यू ऑल। दंडवत प्रणाम। हरि बोल।